Good morning, everybody. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. Mine has been going pretty good. I am continuing to work on my August Peridot Fairy. I'm quite enjoying her, and I'm loving getting work done on her. So yeah. So let's see. I have a dentist appointment today. So I've got that going on. And I am filming videos in advance a little bit until I can get in a routine with school. So you'll be seeing this my first day back with students. So obviously I will be very busy that day. And by the time I get home, a stitch with me is probably not in the works. So yesterday was freshman orientation, and so I was at that. And in the morning, I was working on my classroom. It does take a little bit to get the classroom set up. Probably. So I was, because it's a new classroom for me, I needed to get it set up. And so I've been working on that. I will maybe at one point do a video of what my classroom looks like, but it's not done yet. So I'm going back to work tomorrow to do some more work because I have a lot of things I want to get done. And now they give us time next week. So Monday and Tuesday are teacher work days. So we have lots of meetings and things, but they're splitting the meetings up between the 2 mornings, and we get the afternoons to work in our classrooms. Well, that's fantastic, but with the amount of work I have, I probably would have to stay late both of those days, and I mean super late, to get everything done that I want done. So I'm going to go in tomorrow. I'm not going to go in on Friday, but I am going to go in tomorrow. The great thing about that is I can haul things back in without too much of a hassle. So working on that. I've got a few more things to haul in, but I have a few things I need to go purchase. So the dollar store is my favoritist of places to go shopping for my classroom. But I also have some things on I need at Walmart. That's going to wait until the weekend because I'm going home, and I will go to the Walmart in my hometown just because it'll be less crazy, because I'm shopping for my classroom, but college kids are coming back this weekend as well. So they will be shopping for their dorm rooms, and it's just a madhouse here. And my hometown has 2 colleges, but the 2 colleges there are much smaller than the university here. So it is way nicer to just go home. I'll go to the Goodwill there because that's a great place to get a lot of different things I need. I want a couple lamps for my classroom, and I can pick them up at Goodwill. And that will be great. I have a beta tank, well, small fish tank, that I'm setting up in my classroom. And would like to set up a bigger one, but I need to source a bigger fish tank. So that takes a little bit of work, and they're a little pricey, so I definitely want to get one used. And that's just Craigslist and things. But right now, I just want to get the basics taken care of. So I want to work on that. So my bulletin boards were raised, which is awesome. Now the students can see them, because before they were too low, and you were sitting in the back of the room. You were going to have a hard time seeing some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff. So bulletin boards were raised. So that is great. I've got my word wall up, but I need to make a sign for my word wall. And that is something I plan on doing this afternoon, because I'd like to hang it tomorrow. I also need to go use the laminator tomorrow, and the teacher break room was a hot mess with freshman orientation. So I'm hoping that it will be better and I can get in there and use the laminator, because I have 3 large posters to laminate, and I have some lab safety things to laminate. And I want to get all that done and put up. So on laminating we will go tomorrow. And that's a big project. And then I want to get the finishing touches on the classroom, so that Monday and Tuesday, the big project will be putting together bell ringer notebooks for my students. So that they're ready day 1. And I have an idea for letting them know what seat they're in. So I need to do that as well. But first I have to make a seating chart, and I haven't done that yet. So I'm like I said, a lot of work to do. But it's getting there. That's the awesome thing. My husband has apparently lost his backpack, which sucks because it's my backpack. the joys. I don't know what he did with it. So, yay, but I'm not gonna worry about it right this second. I am quite happily relaxing. And that's one of my big goals, is to just be able to relax before school starts. I actually have a few things I need to get done this week. Get organized. So I will have to work on that at some point. But again, for now, it's all about relaxation. And working on this very stress, because I really need and want to see more progress than I have thus far. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should probably mark my pattern. Do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know where to stop. This fabric is certainly difficult to stitch on. So yeah, lots of work going on as far as that. Got a lot done yesterday before freshman orientation. It was pretty awesome to see the new class of freshmen. At the end of the day, I don't know that they're going to remember half of what we said. But that's all right. The big thing was for them just to kind of meet some of the teachers, get a feel for high school. High school is so different from middle school these days. That it's kind of a shock and a pretty big adjustment for the students. So I'm sure it will, and I know I just taught freshmen last year that it's a huge adjustment for them. So I'm ready for work again. But like I've been saying, I need to definitely work on my home work balance. It's something that I'm going to work on this year. But a lot of it is, it's just, there's a lot of work that goes into teaching and being prepared for your students, and sometimes that just means you're there late. So, and I am prepare for the worst, hope for the best. So I try and have all my copies made at least a couple days in advance. And I try and make sure I'm planned out at least 2 to 3 weeks. So I know where we're going, and I know what, what I'm expecting from my students. So, and finding the materials isn't too hard, just takes a little time. But if you're adapting them, which most teachers do, that takes a little more time. If you're creating your own activities, that is very time consuming. So usually it's a mix of the three. There are some lessons, like I'm doing a new lab for my start of the school year unit, and so one lab I wrote the way I wanted it, and then another lab that I haven't done before. I think it looks really well done, and I'm just going to go with it the way it is. And so it works on the skills that I want the students to refresh. They should have these skills already. I just want them to practice them. So we'll work on that. But there was another lab. I knew what I wanted, and I just couldn't find a write-up that was the way I wanted it. So I wrote my own. Now, it's the first go of it, so I'll probably have to tweak it for next year, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes. And I need to update my lesson plans with reminders for myself and my students for the activities, because the first lab they're doing is going to take probably a month to do. Maybe a little more. Depends on how long it takes us to get there. So that's always, But anyway, yeah, being prepared is requires, well, I'm not a big wait until the morning of to do things. Now, it's not as big of a deal for me because I come in very early. My preference is to come in early versus stay late. But I usually end up doing a mix of the two. So, that is something I have to keep in mind. But the students typically don't want to come in early for help. They want to stay after school. They don't want to do that either. But and last year I actually had a fair few that wanted to come in early. You're here early? Yeah. Can we come in then? Oh, okay. But as that's my major work time, I actually had to set time limits on how early they could come in because, yeah, they would come in. And I'm like, I just walked in the door. I have to get some things done before class, but so you need to come at this time. That way I have some time and I can help you. And that usually worked out pretty good. They were pretty understanding about that, which is good. And I'm sure they will continue to do that. Matter of fact, I saw one of my students from last year. She was at school for, I think, student council. So she said she had a good summer. That was awesome. Oh. All right. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move where I'm working just a smidge. Move you guys so you can see what I'm going to work on. If my frame and camera will cooperate. There we go. We're going to move over here, I think. Because this part of the dress comes up and meets this part. So, all right. To refocus. There we go. So, yeah. Anyway, so school. Getting ready. Not quite ready, but I'm getting there. Talked to my mom yesterday. Not that that's all that exciting, but you know. Made arrangements to spend Saturday with my nieces. And I may or may not, I don't know, get to see my grandniece and nephews. My nephew's wife is talking about bringing the kids up. But yeah, I don't know if she will or not. So Saturday will be busy. A lot going on. And then let's see. Oh, we're bottling beer again today. 2 Wednesdays in a row. Part of the reason why I didn't get a Stitch With Me up last week is because, 1, it was my birthday. 2, we were bottling beer. Because that's my husband's hobby, is making beer. So this afternoon I will be sterilizing beer bottles. And then when he gets home from work, we will be bottling. So, got that going on. Which will give him 2 batches of beer going before I go back to school, and that'll get him he probably won't make another batch, I'm guessing, until mid to late September when he gets back from his trip with his dad. So that works out fine. And that is my Buns, who is being a ornery little stinker. But that's what she likes to do, so, you know. Hey, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea. What are you doing? What are you doing? She is trying to pull a towel into her cage. I will have to go and get one of the blankets that go in her cage in the winter and put it in her cage so that she can dig and scratch on that. She likes to dig in the soft stuff. And their bunny wasn't as big on it, but she likes to That's what she's doing. She's digging at the towel, which she's not being entirely successful doing, so I will have to get her a blanket so that she can dig to her little heart's content. And then I'll let her out and she'll hop around and then she'll be tired. So that's the other thing that's nice about it. I just need to go get her a blanket and let her hop around. I have such a headache today. Probably not the best idea to be cross-stitching with a headache. But, you know, what are you going to do? And you guys still can't see very well, so we're going to try moving the camera. There we go. That should be a little better. And maybe not even as shaky. Definitely need to get a tripod. One of the small ones. I have 2 large tripods, but they're a little big. And they wouldn't work with my webcam anyway, which is what I'm using currently to film this. Just because it's the most maneuverable as far as getting these angles. I tried with my camera net. Yeah, need a bigger, or need a different tripod. Mm. Silly bunny. You're not going to be able to pull that towel in there. But you are having a lot of fun trying. So I guess that's what's important. Buy bunny toys for her. Nope, she doesn't play with them. But she plays with a towel. Strange little pet. She does play with toys some. Yep, that lasted for a second. Hmm. Alright. Let's see. Where am I at? 2, 4, 5. Find the right tool. Okay. Such a nice way to start off the day. I'm gonna miss this. It's quiet and relaxing. Which is not what next week will be. Next Wednesday. Oof. Busy, 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 busy. So while you guys are watching this, I will be teaching again. And the first couple weeks are so busy. There will be an assembly. Trying to think. There'll be at least one, maybe 2 assemblies the first 2 weeks of school. So have to shift your plans around for those, and the first couple weeks schedule changes, and so a lot of stuff is in flux for the first couple weeks, and then things settle down. Once you get through the first month, everything starts to settle down. So the students get into their routines, and you get into your routine, and everything's, I won't say calmer, but once everything's established, it's a little easier. So that's always good. And I think I am going to stop here for the day because my headache is getting worse, and this fabric is not helping with the headache. So, not quite an hour long, but we got close, and I got a decent amount of progress, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I really don't want to aggravate this headache. I'd rather it go away. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye now.